Ah, hello. Well, it's Will in place of Karen. I'm very sorry. I'm late. This is my fourth time of trying, but the gremlins have gone, and I'm here for Soundabout Families session 62. Karen's on her holidays. So you got Will. So I'm going to play this tongue drum for a few minutes while people join us. And do let us know that you're there. Hi, Charlie and Laura. Oh, good. The comments are working. Hopefully, the sound is okay. You can hear me and see me. And in a minute, we'll sing hello. It's Charlie. Charlie. Thanks, Laura. All perfect. That's a good start. It's Charlie. It's Charlie. It's Charlie. It's Charlie. Hey, Soundabout. I think that's Holly. Hi, Holly. Thanks for the support. It's Ethan. It's Ethan. It's Ethan. And Charlie. It's Ethan. And Charlie. It's Ethan. And Charlie. Who else is going to join us? Do say hello in the comments, because we'll sing a hello properly in a minute. Might just wait for a few more to join us. It's Tom. It's Tom. It's Tom and Megan. It's Tom. It's Tom. It's Tom and Megan. It's Tom. It's Tom and Megan. It's Tom. It's Tom and Megan. We've got Charlie. We've got Ethan. We've got Tom. And who's with those people? There's Laura. There's Joe. And Megan. There's Laura, Joe, and Megan. You could be maybe getting yourselves warmed up a bit, trying your sound makers out, or activating body parts. Maybe a rub on the arms, a tap on the feet, taps on the shoulders to the beat. It's Charlie and Ethan and Tom and Rihanna and Rangs Up and Ching Ching and Ricky and Jessica. Okay, we've got a gang of Charlie, Ethan, Tom, Rihanna, Rangs Up, Ching Ching, Ricky, Jessica, Amy Rumble with Sophie. Okay, let's sing a proper hello. But yes, it's a lovely tongue drum and it's got nice weight to it. So when you've got something with a bit of weight to it, as long as you think it's safe, it's nice to rest those instruments on maybe torsos or legs and play gently and let someone feel the weight of an instrument. And when I touch it here, it's quite smooth. It's very hard. There's a grain to the wood to explore. And it has got a smell to it. And that's what we're going to be doing today, is thinking about all the multi-sensory ways to explore instruments and sound makers. So we'll get on to that, card 8, after a bit of hello. I've tried to learn Karen's Good Morning song, so apologies if it's not quite there. But why don't you get yourselves moving? Get your sound makers going or singing along. And do tell me how you're joining in. Let's start with Charlie Hall. Good morning to Charlie Hall. Oh, good morning to Charlie Hall. Good morning to Charlie Hall. Good morning to Charlie Hall. Hello, Charlie, how are you? Hello, Charlie, how are you? Hello, Charlie, how are you? Hello, Charlie Hall, how are you? Hello, Ethan, 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 how are you? Good morning to Ethan. Oh, good morning to Ethan. Good morning to Ethan. Good morning to Ethan. I don't think I've got it quite right, but hey, let's go with this version. Everyone does things differently. Big smiles from Charlie as she taps her tambourine. Thanks, Charlie. Charlie is tapping her tambourine. Oh, Charlie is tapping her tambourine. Oh, Charlie is tapping her tambourine. Who else is here? Tom! And a dinosaur picture. Are you the young person that likes raptors? Good morning to Tom. Good morning to Tom. Oh, good morning to Tom. Good morning to Tom. Hello, Tom. How are you? 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 Ethan has got his wooden frog. Maybe it sounds a bit like this. Ethan has got his wooden frog. Maybe it sounds like this. And Tom has got his bells. Oh, 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 Tom has got his bells. Good morning to Rihanna. Good morning to Rihanna. Good morning to Rihanna. Good morning to Rihanna. Hello, Rangza. How are you? 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 Good morning to Ching Ching. 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 Hello, Ricky. How are you? 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 Okay. Oh, there's Jessica to sing to too. She's got her kabasa. Good morning to Jessica. Good morning to Jessica. Good morning to Jessica. Good morning to Jessica. Jessica has got her kabasa. I couldn't find mine this morning, but this sounds similar. Oh, Jessica has got her kabasa. Jessica has got her kabasa. Oh, Jessica has got her kabasa. We're all making music together this morning. We're all making music together this morning. And there's Amy Rumble. What are you playing, Amy? Good morning to Amy. Good morning to Amy. Good morning to Amy. Good morning to Amy. Hello, Amy. How are you? 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 Oh, you did already say, Sophie, sorry. She's bouncing on her ball and playing the bells. Amy's bouncing on her ball and playing her bells. Amy's bouncing on her ball and playing her bells. Amy's bouncing on her ball and playing her bells. Bounce, 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 together shall we bounce, 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 together shall we bounce, 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 together shall we bounce, bounce, together shall we ring, 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 together shall we ring, 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 together shall we tap, 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 together shall we tap, tap together, making music together. We're getting faster, making music together. We're making faster, making music together. We're getting faster, making music together. We're getting faster. Well, that is lots of fun. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for all your comments. It's really helpful. Amy's bouncing in time. Well, I was enjoying bouncing, so let's go again. And if you can join us with the beat, maybe we'll start slow and get quicker, and then we'll do our music time song. So if you're bouncing, maybe you can help someone bounce, or tap their shoulders, or tap in time with your instruments, or tap legs or feet. Rangzab is smiling at the fast music. Okay, well, let's start off slow. This is going to bug me now, isn't it? I've set myself up. We're bouncing together. We're bouncing together. We're bouncing with Amy. We're bouncing with Amy. Join in with the beat in your own way. Join in with the beat in your own way. Join in with the beat in your own way. Join in with the beat in your own way. We're getting faster. 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 We're faster. Getting faster. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. I hope everyone was bouncing really fast. Maybe we'll go back to that in a little bit. But I've actually got some work to do here. Doesn't seem like it. It's so much fun. Well, let me tell you about the card we've got today. The light I'm struggling with to show you, but it's card number 8. Give me sound makers to explore that use all my senses. So we're going to be talking about that in a minute. And we'll use our voices too. Maybe some body percussion. And we'll talk about some different ways to engage with instruments, with not just our ears and our bodies to make the sound, but to explore them in lots of different ways. But let's sing the music time song first. I haven't sang this in a long time. And I'm sure you got your favourite ways of joining in. So let's have a little sing of it, and then we'll dig deep into card number 8. How are you joining in with the music time song? Let me know. I bet you know the words and the melodies now, carers and parents. Music time to sing and play. Sing and play along, come and join us. Come and join us in the music now. In the circle, I've forgotten the words. In the circle now, it's music time. I'm going to have another run at that. Music time to sing and play. Sing and play along, come and join us. Come and join us in the circle now. In the circle now, it's music time. Ricky, he's tapping his feet. Oh, Ricky, he's tapping his feet. Thanks, Ricky, what a great idea. Who else can join in with tapping feet? Tap your feet. With Ricky, can you tap your feet? Or maybe tap someone's feet for them so they can find them. Tap your feet. Tap your feet with Ricky. Shall we tap our feet? Tap our feet with Ricky. Tap those feet. Tap those feet with Ricky. Ethan's got his drum. Ethan's got his drum. Ethan taps his drum. Ethan taps his drum. So if you're tapping feet or drums, joining in with everyone. Tap your drum along in the circle. Tap your drum or your feet with Ricky and Ethan. Tap your drum or your feet with Ricky and Ethan. Charlie, she's got the biggest smile. She's tapping her tambourine. Charlie's got a smile. Charlie, she's got the biggest smile as she taps a tambourine. Thanks, Charlie. Music time to sing and play. Sing and play along, come and join us. Come and join us in the circle now. In the circle now, it's music time. Ricky, he's tapping his feet. Ricky is tapping his feet. Ethan is tapping his drum. Oh, Ethan is tapping his drum. Oh, Ethan is tapping his drum. and Charlie is tapping a tambourine. Oh, Charlie is tapping a tambourine. Jessica's got a lollipop drum. 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 They kind of go fast, don't they? They go. Music, time to sing and play. Sing and play along, come and join us. Come and join us in the circle now. In the circle now, it's music time. In the circle now, it's music time. Let's get a bit faster. I'm going to stop the backing track. In the circle now, it's music time. Getting faster. In the circle now, it's music time. 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 Whew, that was fun. Okay, well, let's talk about our card number 8. Sounds like you've all got some lovely instruments, and I'm going to talk about some instruments you've got and maybe some you haven't, but it's more the principles of engaging with instruments on a multi-sensory level that we're talking about. So I'm going to start with I'm going to start with my voice, because we've all got voices, and then we'll look at some instruments. So there's lots of lovely sounds we can make with our voice and our body. And a nice thing to do is take the young person you're with and let them feel whatever part of the body that it might be important for them to feel to understand how you're making the sound that you are. So why don't we start with, I know there's some lovely vocal sounds out there. I'm going to do a little sort of growly gargle sound. And if you can do that at home, parents and carers and siblings, bit of a gargle growl sound. Maybe you could take the hand or the foot of the young person you're with and gently place it on your throat so they can feel that vibration. Let's make some gargly sounds. Let me know if you've got any vocal sounds you like making and how you make them multi-sensory. How do you engage with them? The other thing you can do is go very close to someone's ear, but make the sound a bit quieter so they can feel that breath on their cheek or their ear. Tom is very still whilst he's making that noise and holding his hand on my throat. Well, he must be really interested in how that sound's making. Maybe once you've done that a bit, your young person might like to try and make that sound. And maybe you indicate that by gently putting your hand on their throat. Amy likes hard consonant sounds like b and k. Well, that would be nice to take your young person and their hand to feel the movement of air when you go b, b. Really emphasize the b, b or the k, k sound. B, k. And there's a bit of movement from the chest, but it's more interesting up here. Close or on your lips. Let's go b, b, k, k, b, b, k, k, b, b, k, k, b, b, k, k. You might like to stay with the first sound for longer, which is fine. I might try and put this on the looper. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And we'll do a let's add wow, so we've got a we've got a r. Can you roll your R's? Can you roll your R's? I can't always. R. Oh, that would be nice to feel the lips as your lips make the shape and the movement of it. You could go r, 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 r. What about the change in your mouth shape from wowie? We could try that. Jessica's loving the different sounds and making her own growling sound. Grrr, r, b, b, r, grrr, b, r, r, r. Rihanna is saying r, 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 r. Can you feel it? R, r, r. Can you feel it on your cheek if you get very close? B, b, k, k, b, b, k, k, b, b, k, k, b, b, k, k. Lovely vocal sounds. Okay, let's see if I can put them in with the backing. Let's see what happens. R, 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 r. What about maybe you could take the hand of your young person. You make the R sound and let them feel how help them if they need it. The tapping on your chest changes it. Ethan likes the vibrations from the noises. Yeah, it feels nice. Feels nice. Well, let's try this. Maybe the chest or maybe on the back. If your young person can make that ah sound or help them feel that with you, let's tap our chests. Ah. 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 Really nice. Okay, so we're feeling lots of different sounds, feeling throats, feeling the change in the lip sound, the lip shape, feeling it on our cheek or very near to our ears or our chests. Let's do one more. Let's do a raspberry sound. I think if the hands hit the lips, that sound stops. So you might want to do it near a cheek or just with a hand a little bit away. So what could we do? We go. Can you feel that? How are you sharing that sound with somebody? Let's make your favorite one of those sounds with a bit of backing, and then we'll try some sound makers. Ranzab is really enjoying the raspberry sound. Here we go. What else did we do? I've forgotten now. We've got button cut. Oh, the growl. Are you feeling those sounds? Are you making them multi-sensory? Oh, this is my favourite ever version of the Music Time song. Okay, let's move on to some sound makers. I've got my ocean drum. I'm super lucky. Got a lovely ocean drum. But one thing that's really nice to do, if you have an ocean drum, big or small, or you can make your own. They're not quite as effective. Maybe a bigger Tupperware tub. And if they're actually spherical, they'll roll with you. But what it's nice to do with this is to, rather than make a great big noise, is to share it. A carer holding one end, maybe someone helping or supporting someone else. You're the young person you're with holding the other end. You're sat opposite, and you're going to pass from me to you. And you're going to help guide the pace at which the drum tips, and take it nice and slow. And if there's a bit of resistance and someone wants to push it up, just try and manage that so you're sharing a gentle share. So let's do this with the ocean drum. To me. To you. Jessica likes the raspberry sound as well as Tom. Charlie's loving all the sounds. To me. To you. And there's a really nice change in weight as these tiny beads move from side to side. You can really feel that change in weight. So take your time, manage it really slowly. To me. To you. To me. To you. And some people really like looking up to an ocean drum, and they can see the little beads, the balls, moving across the skin. So you can hold it flat above their heads, kind of like this, maybe out of reach. So they're really concentrating on the sound and the look. Maybe I can do it. Let's try. So you have it up here. And the young person would be looking up. You don't get the effect on the camera. And you could just be singing, to me. To you. To me. To you. Let's move on. So Tom has got his drum, hasn't he? If you're lucky enough to have a djembe like this, or any kind of drum, lots of different parts to explore on a drum, especially these ones. There's the string outside it. You can guide someone's hand to feel that, to get a sense of the shape of it. Someone with a visual impairment would really need to know, how much space does this drum take up? How is it structured? What different parts are there? You can guide a hand around. Charlie's loving the beads, but must keep playing her tambourine. Good for you, Charlie. Keep going. Keep making sounds. So there's a lot of nice drums that the skin has a rough side to it and a smooth side. So if you can find that and help someone feel back and forth and hear that sound. And maybe you could model smelling it and show them. It's interesting to smell. And then offer it, for someone else to smell, feel. And another thing you can do with a djembe is turn it over, and if you make a sound into it, it comes right back at you, and you get a nice echo. Echo. Oh, echo. Echo. Wow, wow, wow. So there's lots of different ways to explore a drum. Tom loves scratching the top of his drum. Well, let's do some scratching then. That's a really nice thing to do. Some people can do such lovely small scratches. Some people can do long scratches. See if you can find something to scratch with somebody. Maybe it's a drum. It could be a bit of paper, couldn't it? Newspaper, magazine. We're scratching. We're scratching with Tom. 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 We got quite fast then. Thanks, Tom. Great idea. Great idea. What else could we use? Well, what about something metal? I had a nice tip from a colleague a long time ago. Sometimes when he uses metal sound makers, during the winter, he'll leave them outside overnight or for a long portion, or even put them in the fridge. And that just really accentuates the coldness of cold. All these metal parts of a metal instrument. And if you can explore that cold, cold feeling on a cheek, on your neck, with your lips maybe. Maybe before you're playing these sounds, you're modeling this for a young person or helping them engage with the touch, the feel of the instrument before we play it. Jessica has her hand inside her tin can. She loves the feel and the sound of scratching the outside of the tin. I wonder if it sounds a little bit like, what shall I use? It won't. Amy loves metal cymbals. I've got some tiny ones. And spinning them on the floor. Yeah, I mean, that's a really interesting visual experience to see something spinning around quick, pennies, anything circular, and watching it and the sound of it slowly slowing down. It makes that sound just as it stops. There's lots of anticipation in that. I've had lots of fun before spinning things, so do try that. And again, feeling the sound, watching the light reflect can be really interesting. So we're putting together something to see, something to feel, and something to hear. these metal sounds. If you can do it quiet enough, take it very close to someone's ear. And wait till the sound absolutely stops and leave some extra silence before you go again. Rayanna's tapping her microphone on her bangles. Good idea, Rayhanna. Not sure I can do that. You're getting a nice feedback on your wrist from that. Well, tapping things is a great idea. If you've got your shakers, maybe someone could grab some shakers and we can feel. You can either model it or do it for someone. Bounce that shaker on different body parts. We're gonna bounce the shakers on our arms. Let's get some backing going. We're gonna bounce the shakers on our arms. Gonna bounce the shakers on our arms. Maybe you're using something else. Tell me where you're bouncing. We're gonna bounce that shaker up and down our arms. Tap that shaker up and down your arms. Ah, we got a cabasa on the arms. I wish I could find mine. The cabasa is so lovely because it rolls. It's quite a massaging instrument. And again, if you've got some bright lights near it, it really reflects the light in an interesting way. We're bouncing, we're tapping on our arms. We're bouncing and tapping on our arms. We're bouncing and tapping on our arms. Charlie's feeling the vibration from her singing bowl and tapping. Nice. Yeah, I don't have a singing bowl, but have you tried putting water in it, Laura? I'm sure you have. And as it vibrates, the water bubbles and spittles around as you roll that wooden beater around the edge. And water play is a really fun one too. So you could think about a little bowl to splash in and model splash, splash, splashing with your fingers in a bowl. If you ever go swimming, make some rhythms together in the pool. Tap the water. You can go slow and fast at the pool and try those little games we play, slow to fast and stop, quiet to big movements and stop, and hear those dripping sounds. Maybe you can drip near someone's ear with water. Okay, we're going to have to wrap up soon, but we've got so many ideas, everyone. Let's have a little think about resources from nature. There's a few teasels out and about at the minute, which are gorgeous. I tend to, when I pick them, there's little spikes down the spine, and I sort of scrape them off with a knife, and I take the slightly sharper ones here off. But these, as long as you've not got someone who's going to crush with their hands, and you can model how it feels, it's really actually quite soft. Well, not soft, but it's not unpleasant. And it makes it such a lovely sound close up to someone's ear. If you spy any, get hold of them because they last for ages as well. And you could do that same to me, to you, to me, to you. That same, you could control that feeling on a cheek. Try it on yourself first so you can gauge how to use it. It won't be long before there's pine cones around. They're nice to explore with fingers, looking at the patterns, hearing the sounds. And anything in a tub, really. I mean, I've got a mix of chickpeas and rice and sugar here. Exploring, mixing, exploring, and mixing. So always think, with that, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, even just be an opportunist when you're out and about and you see a sound maker, make use of it and think about, how can I use this in a multi-sensory way? Can we put a smell and a feel and show someone how that sound is made by guiding hands or getting very close to an ear or feeling air movement on a cheek or the vibrations and scratching, using instruments in different ways. Let's have one more listen to our vocal sounds and then I'm going to whiz through a goodbye because I've had a lot of fun today. Let's hear, what sounds did we make? Okay, well, I've had a lot of fun today. But it's time to sing goodbye. I'm going to scroll back up to the top and make sure I get all the names. Here we go. So we've done all sorts, haven't we? We've made some lovely sounds with our voices and thought about how we can help the people we're with experience those sounds in different ways and sharing and modeling it. Maybe you look and feel and smell first and show someone how you're exploring the instrument and then help them do the same. We've done some lovely vocal sounds and talked about cold metal instruments, rough and smooth. Find some contrasting feels. We've come to the end, now it's time to stop. Thanks for coming to music. We've come to the end, now it's time to stop. Thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Charlie. Goodbye, goodbye, Charlie. Goodbye, goodbye, Charlie. Goodbye, thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Ethan. Goodbye, goodbye, Ethan. Goodbye, goodbye, Ethan. Goodbye, thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Tom. Goodbye, goodbye, Tom. Goodbye, goodbye, Tom. Goodbye, thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Rihanna. Goodbye, goodbye, Rihanna. Goodbye, goodbye, Rihanna. Goodbye, thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Rangs Up. Goodbye, goodbye, Rangs Up. Goodbye, goodbye, Rangtag. Goodbye, Rangzab, sorry. Thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Ching Ching. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ching Ching. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ching Ching. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Ricky. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ricky. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ricky. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Jessica. Goodbye. Goodbye, Jessica. Goodbye. Goodbye, Jessica. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, Amy. Goodbye. Goodbye, Amy. Goodbye. Goodbye, Amy. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to music. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to music. Paul. Goodbye, Paul. Goodbye. Goodbye, Paul. Goodbye, goodbye, Paul. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Did I do Ethan to music? Goodbye, Ethan. Goodbye. Goodbye, Ethan. Might have. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Thanks. Thanks for coming to music. We're waving goodbye. Thanks. I think Karen will be back with you next week.